World's largest temporary hospital with 10,000 bed capacity for COVID-19 patients was inaugurated in the national capital. To tackle the surge, the Delhi government is trying to increase the capacity of beds by transforming Spiritual Centre into a temporary hospital.
This is a very good facility. This facility contains 10% of the bedded, oxygenated bedded. In case any patient requires oxygen, we are able to give them. We have specialists of all. We have counselors for mentally stressed cases, traumatic cases. The very fear of corona creates sometimes stress among the people. So we have a team of good counselors, psychiatrists, specialists in medicine, and all spheres who will be needed here.
The hospital was inaugurated by Lieutenant Governor of Delhi Anil Baijal, and it will take care of patients coming from Delhi and National Capital Region. Apart from arranging counsellors for mentally traumatic cases, the patients can also play games and read books while getting treatment in the centre.
A group of engineers in Chennai have come with a technology that will act as a bridge between COVID-19 patients and health workers. Named as Etico's COVID-19 Patients Care System, it interconnects patients and attendees wirelessly within 1 kilometer radius circles. More than 100 patients can be displayed on the monitor.
This is a digital solution which connects corona patients and also the doctors and nurses who are in the hospitals. This is a button. This button will be given to the patients in case of any emergency. They need to just press this button. What happens is if they press this button, there will be one nurse station, one small display in the nurse station. In that they can get the patient's information like a patient name, room number, blood group, everything. And in that nurse station, we can able to show more than 100 patients in one monitor. That's the biggest advantage.
Amid COVID-19 pandemic, there are a number of innovators across the country who are coming up with different solutions to curb the virus spread.
Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. This quote goes well in the scenario of COVID-19 pandemic when it is required for everyone to keep aside all their religious or other biases and come forward to serve the society. Several such examples that have made this quote turn into reality can be witnessed across the nook and corner of our country. One among them can be found in Kozhikode district of Kerala, where a small committee of members has come to the rescue of those who have been quarantined. Take a look.
Staying quarantined can become really tough, especially if there is no one to look after your basic needs like food. But in Kulankara Thaza area of Kozhikode's Kuriade village, quarantine seems to have become bliss for the people, as they are being provided with tasty meals for 3 times a day by the members of a relief committee in the area. The committee is not just preparing the meal but is also distributing at the doorstep of the people who are in quarantine, no matter which caste or community they belong to.
हम लोग ये खाना क्वारंटाइन सेंटर में लेके जा रहे हैं. वो लोग अलग अलग जगह में रहता है. इतना दिन चाहिए तो हम लोग देने के लिए, खाना देने के लिए रेडी है. हम लोग अभी दिन में 3 दिन खाना देता है, ब्रेकफास्ट, लंच, डिनर.
In Kulankhara Thaza area, a total of 32 people are in quarantine. While 18 of them are in quarantine with their family, the other 14 are in sole quarantine. Almost all of these people have returned from the Gulf countries, and now, as they are back to their hometown, the relief committee is looking after all their food requirements so that they don't have to step out to buy the eatables. Proper hygiene is maintained while preparing and serving the food, and social distancing norms are also given due importance. A number of women from the area are also helping the relief committee in the preparation of food.
ശാബ്ദങ്ങൾ റിലീഫ് ഞങ്ങളോട് ക്വാറന്റൈനിലുള്ള ആൾക്കാർക്ക് ഭക്ഷണം പാകം ചെയ്തു കൊടുക്കാൻ ആവുമോ എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു. അങ്ങനെ ഞങ്ങൾ പൂർണ്ണ സമ്മതത്തോടെ അത് ഏറ്റെടുത്തു. ഇപ്പോൾ 7 ദിവസത്തോളമായി ഇതിങ്ങനെ തുടരുകയാണ്. ഇനിയും എത്ര ദിവസം വേണമെങ്കിൽ ഞങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യാൻ തയ്യാറാണ്. ഇതിൻ്റെ പാകം ചെയ്യാൻ കാര്യമായിട്ട് പിന്നെ തൊടുവേൽ ഹാജറയാണ്.
In these times of crisis, there are a number of people who have come forward to help the needy people, no matter which caste or community they belong to, and it's due to the efforts that India is able to cope well with this COVID-19 situation.
Media pundits who have been for the past few years chanting death knells for radio in India have now got their lips sealed, as this broadcast platform is not just standing alive but is still kicking and engaging huge audience across the country, successfully fighting off threats that it had to counter with the advent of cable TV and social media. Radio continues to evolve in the country. A glimpse of its popularity can be witnessed in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, where people are seen turning towards radio to attain all the reliable information. Moreover, in this COVID-19 scenario, radio has turned out to be a boon for students by helping them in covering their syllabus.
Be it catching up to the latest trends, knowing what's going in the surroundings, or just grooving on the melodious tunes of famous voices, the radio does it all for the people of Jammu and Kashmir, who are mostly dependent on this broadcast platform. Even in this era of digital media, radio has not failed to catch the fancy of youngsters in the region. Muhammad Latif, a college student from the Darsu village of the Udhampur district, is a big radio listener. For getting all the daily updates or enhancing his knowledge, he only tuned into radio. While expressing his views, Latif said that radio is his main source of information and he has been listening to it for the last 8 years.
मैं जो है रोज रेडियो सुनता हूँ। रेडियो जो है एक गांव तक लोगों के जो जानकारी पहुंचाने का अच्छा माध्यम है। इससे जो है नौजवानों में जो स्कीमें चल रही हैं, जो बेरोजगार नौजवान हैं उन तक जो गवर्नमेंट की स्कीमें चल रही हैं वो पहुंचती है। जैसे हमारी देश के वजीर आजम ने कुछ फ्लैगशिप जो कार्यक्रम है वो शुरू किया, जैसे स्वच्छ भारत अभियान है, बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ है। रेडियो से यही फायदा हुआ कि लोगों को, जो लोग खेती बाड़ी करते थे, इनको भी लोगों से पता चला है कि कितना जमीन में खाद डालना है और जो खाद है वो भी देसी डालना है, इसमें जो है दूसरा खाद नहीं डालना है। और जो नौजवान है उन्हें पढ़ाई की जो अच्छी जानकारी मिलती है, जनरल नॉलेज मिलता है, न्यूज़ जो है लोग बच्चे जो नौजवान है वो सुनते रहते हैं और हमें जो है रेडियो जरूर सुनना भी चाहिए।
Meanwhile, amid COVID-19 crisis, radio has turned out to be a savior for the students who were earlier finding it difficult to learn their lessons without any guidance. AIR Bhadarwa, which covers the entire Doda district, has started airing 1.5 hours of educational content daily since May 2019 on frequency 101 MHz. This initiative of starting radio classes has been taken by the Jammu and Kashmir's Educational Department and has been benefiting over 45,000 students in the district. The students too are enjoying this new experience and have been religiously attending the classes every morning.
हमें लगता है जो रेडियो के थ्रू एजुकेशन पे जितना भी सारा कुछ आता है वो बहुत ज़्यादा बेनिफिशियल है फॉर दोज स्टूडेंट्स हु आर नॉट कनेक्टेड टू स्कूल, कोचिंग एंड ट्यूशन्स। हाँ, इनफैक्ट दे नो ईच एंड एवरीथिंग अबाउट रेडियो। हाँ, जो रेडियो है ये पहले भी था, आज भी और हमेशा रहेगा।
The history of radio in Jammu and Kashmir dates back to 1947, when the first radio station was established in the region. It was known as Radio Kashmir and further Radio Kashmir Srinagar and Radio Kashmir Jammu. This nomenclature was, however, changed to All India Radio on the eve of withdrawal of the special status of Jammu and Kashmir on August 5, 2019.
Good morning world. Assalamu alaikum, adab, namaste, sat shri akal. मैं हूँ
While AIR Jammu broadcast in Dogri, Urdu and Hindi, AIR Srinagar broadcast in Kashmiri, Urdu and Hindi. With time, radio listenership has only picked up pace in Jammu and Kashmir, and people say that it's only due to radio that they get to know about the benefits which the federal government is providing to them.
जितना भी गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन आती है तो वो रेडियो के ज़रिए से हम लोग सुनते हैं, तो इसी से हमें मालूम होता है कि गवर्नमेंट इंडिया से क्या क्या हमें फ़ायदा मिल रहा है.
Not just in Jammu and Kashmir, but radio has continued to evolve across the country. It has not just adapted to the changing tastes, but has also played a major role in bringing people together, especially the Prime Minister radio program Mann Ki Baat.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@anin.com. I'm your host Shreya Vijay, and it's goodbye from the entire production team.